What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. My name's Jack, this is Good Sirs, and you're watching my Age of Charlemagne campaign, where I play the Kingdom of the Danes, of course, if you've been watching. This is part 5, so I really hope you didn't just skip to part 5, otherwise, very naughty of you. So I would highly suggest you go back and watch part 1, but that would be like, by now, 2.5 hours of catching up you'd have to do. So, you know what? Let's get right into it. We shall start by disbanding the more damaged units within my navy, the Njordir's Fury. Now you may have noticed that even though you can hear my voice, as sensual as it is, you can't hear the glorious clack of my keyboard from behind, so that is because I actually forgot to turn my mic on when I recorded it, and this is pre-recorded. Well, me talking right now is pre-recorded because I'm an idiot. Yep, of course. But nonetheless, let's go on with the show. So what we're going to do is start by buffing up the Heralds of Ragnarok, which is pretty close to now. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. Alright, basically, what we decide to do here is we decide that the rebel scum aren't worth it. They outnumber us insanely in our navy, so we're going to go back, let our main navy to have a chance to reinforce, and of course we'll probably attack at a later date. Attack the rebel scum. Yep, that was beautiful. One of my many accents that I probably shouldn't do, but hey-oh. Right, so yeah, our main focus for this episode though is that we just take Rerik. I really freaking want Rerik. I mean, it's been, as I said before, 2.5 hours of gameplay, and I've not even touched Rerik. Boy, would I like to touch their walls. But still, first, of course, we have to do a little bit of recruiting. So this is where I decide to get some Axe Freemen, where of course I cannot actually buy them because I'm too poor. So we settle for those all-glorious Levy Freemen. But of course, I'm gonna do that next to the border. Start recruiting next to the border, since that's the sensible option, of course. Yeah, I mean, look at those 3 chevrons as well. That's some late game fun right there. Well, it's not even late game, but you know, I like having it. So my main town actually gives me those XP bonuses. I find they're so helpful in battle. And I highly suggest getting the in your own campaigns actually doing this, since I find it's just XP is just so good on this game. Especially, one thing I always suggest with your main army is getting a champion. Oh, they work so well. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, we're going to take Njordir's Fury and we're going to put them back into our own lands, and we're going to end turn there. Even though they've still got low integrity. We're not too worried about that. We got a good 11 turns. Yep, timed that perfectly. We got 11 turns left before they actually decide to rebel and become rebel scum. I don't know, I just love doing that voice, it's hilarious. Alright, so, what are we doing? Changing over turns, I'm too excited. Alright, yeah, there we go. Italian separatists, actually, that's pretty interesting. I'd like to see what happens if the Danes take over Italy. That'd be pretty historically fun. There we go, got a population surplus in Jutland, but of course I can't actually afford to do any upgrades to Denmark as of yet, because of course we are hanging on by a thread, because we got no money. Of course, you know, to make money you got to spend money, so we're going to raise an army, go into Rerik. We'll get Ubba to scout around a bit, make sure there's not a army in Havelberg, so they can't attack us from the back. And what I think we're going to try and do here is try and use the Heralds of Ragnarok to lead out the enemy army, so that garrison reinforces, and there we can just absolutely crush them outside of the fortress walls. And it'll also probably take them quite a few turns to reinforce their garrison, so I think we can just swoop in there, you know, take Rerik. As ballsy as our gameplay is today, I mean, geez, I don't know what I was doing then, but I really had some balls. Oh, my bad. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was me drinking water. But still, yeah, first we're going to level up the almighty Commander Knut. I mean, 4 stars. And he's got such low loyalty. I mean, we're going to try and adjust that, though, within this this level up. But I don't think there is actually anything we can choose of worth. Personal influence, that was probably not a good thing to go for. Actually, I think it does give me bonus loyalty, so it's pretty good. And we're going to go for a... What do we go for here? Honestly, I can't remember. I recorded this a day ago, and now I'm talking about it, and I cannot remember. Ah, the learned tutor, that's what we go for. Or is it a learned tutor? No, that doesn't sound right. Nonetheless, we go for him for that +2 authority, which I'm pretty sure gives us a loyalty bonus. We we like our commanders like we like our women loyal. Yeah, that's not really big, but you know, that's how we like our women. Loyal and black. Alright, so let's get into the main battle here. Sorry if I immediately sound a bit louder, I'm trying to put my water down and, you know, so close to the mic. Alright, so what are we doing here? We're setting up for battle, so of course you can see we're pretty damn outnumbered. But you know, we love a challenge. They got a few mercs in their army, which was quite a low blow. I mean, mercs, come on, who does that? Not me, of course, I don't do this later in the battle. Alright, but you can see we're far more experienced than the enemy, and we have the terrain advantage, of course. I mean, they're attacking, and they're going to have to attack over that chilly river. And as I said last episode, no one likes getting their boots wet. Here we go. So we're going to do a bit of boring setup here. Of course, put our axe herdman in the front along with our general. And we've always got to have the general first in the siege to inspire the men. So I'm just going to do a bit of grouping here. Always fun. Come on. Alright, so basically our plan for this match is going to be basically to just form a shield wall right around this entrance. If I actually turn to it, of course I have no control over the camera. But I think I'm doing a pretty good job of making it seem like I have any control. But no, I am indeed like a kangaroo driving a car. I have no idea what's going on. So yeah, we're just going to form up our men here. Beautiful. I look really stupid when forming up. It's terrible. So yeah, as I said, we're gonna form shield walls in front of that small entrance. I think that's just the advantage we need to take. But one thing I didn't realise within this game is this actual map, the pathfinding. The entrance into the little river is so small. It's such a small tunnel. It's absolutely horrible. So later in the game, I'm actually trying to flank my men around, which I think is a big something that hinders me hugely within this. So I can't actually get that flanking movement over, which kind of pisses me off. Here we go. Let's form our men up. Look how beautiful they look, all with their burkas on. Glorious. A bold fashion statement indeed. Here we go. Look at them. They're all preparing to charge. We know they're just all going to charge at once. Not 100% sure when they do it. Ah, here we go. Beautiful. The Oberite charge. They most likely charge to their doom, but charge nonetheless. I'm going to face the axes of my herdman. I was going to say axe herdman, but it seems kind of redundant, naming them twice. Alright, come on, let's charge him. We're going to get a few... We're going to sort of utilise on having our archers, you know, get their HP down a bit in the first few blows. Look at that, just all the blood stains all over them. You can tell we've really taken a chunk out of them. Of course, we do have the range superiority here, so it really helps, I've got to admit. Look at that, they're dropping like flies before they even reach us. That'd be, if I was in the front line, that'd be such a big morale disadvantage to me. So we're going to lay off our archers and just go for the general. Hopefully get a cheeky arrow in the head. But yeah, what are we going to do here? Is this where we try and actually flank around? Yeah. So as you can see, that we're going to try and completely envelop this charge of crazy axemen. I don't know what they have. I think they have a mixture of levy freemen and axe freemen. So it's not like they've got very experienced troops. This is what I say for Total War. My one piece of advice is experienced troops can take on... It's always experience over mass is what I find. Well, you know, if your troops have got quite a bit of mass, they seem to be experienced. But yeah, we're going off track, so experience is always good. You could take on, say if you had like a general unit, you could easily take on 3 or 4 levy freemen. I mean, it's just the morale, it's just such a disadvantage when you play this game. Yeah, getting really off track here though. Let's get back into the battle. So basically what I'm going to do is move my archers to a better range and just rain hell on them. I mean, they have no hope here. I mean, Units are already starting to rout. They've got a few skirmisher cav in the back, but they're going to be absolutely muff all. They are pretty useless. As you can see, my men are just enveloping them. Gotta be honest, I kind of know who I want to win. So, it may seem a bit one-sided, this commentary, but yeah, who cares?
The enemy general is dead.
As you can see, some of my level 3, yeah, they're my level 3 men. They're actually starting to break as well. So, hopefully they don't break through. Just, keeping you guys on the ball. They could break through, they could win, but it seems pretty hopeless at this point. Of course, we all know the AI loves to charge. The enemy general's dead, which is pretty much, I'd say, the nail in the coffin. I mean, the axe in the general's head, right here. So we're just going to try and focus on getting rid of the little remaining morale they have left by taking down those levy skirms. Oh, look at that. Those horse skirms even. I don't know what they're called. They could be Slav raiders. There's a lot of Slavs in this. Although they would be in the right geological area, I suppose. Let's see. Yeah, we're just mercilessly chasing them down now. It's always beautiful to watch. You see a few executions on the way. But what we're mainly focusing on here is just completely depleting the army. I mean, I think I actually make a mistake here, thinking that the garrison is along with the army. So I'm going to take as much out as possible. But nonetheless, even though the garrison's not in the army, we want to get as many kills as possible. I mean, if not for getting down the main army, so there won't be a pain in the ass later, at least for the free XP, of course. I mean, XP is XP, who am I to complain? Here we go, just running them down, getting a few nice executions. It's beautiful. Let's see, we took quite a bit of damage with our axe herdmen since they took the brunt of the battle. As you can see, a 78 and a 60 there. But it's not too bad. I mean, they're acceptable losses, as they say. I think something I should really have done though is sort of macro. So, oh damn! Look at that execution. Oh shit! He's begging for mercy. Oh, and he gives him none. Typical Dane. Holy crap! And he falls to his death. That is absolutely... I love the animations in this game. Holy crap! They are beautiful. Yeah, we speed it up now just to get rid of all the boring parts. There we go. And it's heroic victory, of course. Only lost 282 men. I don't like to toot my own horn, but we did pretty well in this battle. I feel we were outnumbered and we were not out experienced, of course, but we did well. So we take on their warriors for that glorious 6% of replenishment, which we can always use. Oh, and the Kingdom of Mercy has been destroyed. Holy crap! I didn't even see that when I was playing. I wonder who took them over. They must have just been enveloped by what is it, Northumbria and the House of Kent, I think it is. Or it could be the Kingdom of Kent, I can never remember. Let's see, who are we upgrading here? Magnus. Oh yeah, he was a general, so he must have just leveled from this. And we're going to go for the campaign movement, to make us more flexible when attacking Rerik. But first, of course, we're going to do the most horrible thing and use those good old javelin and axe herdmen. Oh no, sorry, the mercenaries, what am I on about? I think I'm going crazy. But yeah, we're going to take on some mercenaries and get some nice siege equipment, actually. Just so we got a well all-round attack. Let's see, what else? That's pretty much it. Done pretty well. Sorry, just going to finish off my water. Say that correctly at least. What are we going to do? We're going to try and attack with Ubba here to hinder the enemy army, but of course, we never take into the account the fact that we don't have enough gold. You think a governor would actually, someone who's loyal to the government would at least, give us a bit of a break or a deal at least. I mean, 388 gold I think it was to attack that. That was a bit extortionate, I think. See, what are we going to do? We're going to have a little mess around. Check that the integrity for the Njorda's Fury is not too low, but I think we have enough to carry on. We'll do well. I think we'll do well. There we go. One thing I do realise though around here is that the Kingdom of Charlemagne is getting concerningly large. So they've taken over Westphalia already, and they're if you look at the map in the bottom right, they're actually taking on quite a lot of land. is pretty concerning. They've completely obliterated Westphalia. Holy crap! I think all that remains is the Duchy of Frisia, and of course I can't remember who the German faction are below me, but they're for now acting like a bit of a buffer. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take on Charlemagne. He's pretty damn strong. I have to use a bit of diplomacy, I think, but here we're going to focus on attacking Rerik. So of course the king is garrisoned at Rerik. I'm still not sure how the garrison holds a king. I mean, it's pretty confusing. I've never seen something like that before. But you know, nonetheless, we'll attack anyway. Seems like a good time too. Let's see, hopefully the weather's in our favour. And the numbers definitely are. Numbers and experience, holy crap. That's a first for us. See, snow. I don't think we want snow. Fog? Damn, it's even snowier than the snow. Is that the effect of fog? And what else? Dry. Okay, so it must have gone into winter when we were waiting. Like we were just on the edge of winter, apparently. But yeah, I think I will cut here and actually wait until I position my troops. Right, welcome back guys. So as you can see, we finally formed up our troops. You know, we've gone for our weaker units in the front, you know, holding the ladders, and we've gone for our stronger units in the back with the siege towers, so they can get a little more protection from those towers, and from the archers as well. They're pretty concerning. I think they probably are going to take quite a chunk out of our army before we even reach the gates. I mean, especially from those big axes, they have absolutely no arrow protection, armor piercing protection, or whatever it's called. I can't remember what they call it in this game. They change it every damn episode. Alright, here we go. We're having quite a bit of trouble placing our ladders because, you know, of course I can't see lines, and I can't understand why the hell they're overlapping, but you know, it's not my fault. I'm pretty sure I was bottle fed. You know, shit happens. Okay, let's see. So we're basically going to go for a mass push, considering of our sheer infantry's advantage. It's what you always want to do when you have the infantry advantage. Like, they have such weak archer units, so it was so beneficial to us to just charge straight in, get our units straight in the base as soon as possible. You know, we use this overhang here for a bit of archer support, but of course with the archers, we're still going to take a lot of firepower from those gates. I mean, damn, the towers in this game are so overpowered. I firmly believe they should be, I don't want to sound like some sort of 14-year-old Call of Duty player, but they should be nerfed, to be honest, in my opinion. It's like, the amount of, I understand that sieging is supposed to be a very loss-heavy thing, but it's just insane the amount they can take, and they can easily be abused, I think. So yeah, that's my view on these abominations that we call towers. God damn. Alright, so basically we're gonna stare at the hybrid tower ladder for a bit. I don't know why we do that. I think I was making some extremely poor pun about ladder tower babies. It did not work out. So for your ears, I'm kind of overjoyed that I messed this up. It's a bit of a charity for you guys. Right, so yeah, of course we're gonna take a while getting up there. Those siege engines are so slow, which gives the towers more than enough time to pick us off. Yeah, we are. Even though we do outnumber the enemy, it's not supposed to be taken lightly. We still are gonna take a high amount of losses if we even win. I mean, Jesus Christ, those towers combined with the archers, they take so much off us, and our units are already depleted from the previous battle, which was pretty intense. See, I'm not 100% sure of what our rating is, you know, for whether we're fresh. I wonder what that would be called. I don't know. It's just me forgetting my words. How to English. So yeah, we're gonna send our Seax warriors, you know, try and get our mercenaries on the walls first, because, you know, that's what you buy mercenaries for. I'm gonna send up my skirmisher units. I think they're mercenary scout cavalry. I did not just read that from the from the tab in the left hand corner. Of course I won't. I know these all off by heart. So yeah, we're gonna get our big axes back as they were getting pelted by the skirmishers. Which I know I said it before, but you know I just don't listen to myself. Look at them, just turned into porcupines. Disgusting what these men will do. These oborites to just protect their home as well. So we're gonna get our volleys off with these skirmisher cav, which surprisingly get it off pretty quickly. I mean, like a virgin in heat. It's terrible. Look at that. It's already gone. Worse than the archer boats that we used in like the second episode. It's terrible. But still, you know, we're gonna press forwards, get those levy out, get the skirms open to a bit of backfire. Nothing wrong with throwing a spear in someone's back. It's completely honourable. I mean, if they don't say about it in the code of chivalry, it's fine. It's fine. Although I mean, I'm pretty sure the code of chivalry was mainly for horse combat, but what is a horse between friends? Right, so he makes the mistake here of sending his Slav raiders out, which I find pretty confusing, but he's done I think the AI has actually done quite a smart move here and played for time. Considering that tower and his archers are just going to be raining hell upon me, they're still going to take quite a lot of damage out from me, so it's a pretty good idea they sent those Slav raiders out. And look at that, if you can see in the corner, they actually burnt my tower down. Holy crap, these guys are fast. Probably good though, I mean that means I can just get my siege engine in. But, you know, sacrifices will be made, that Slav cavalry will not be missed. Look at that, just completely destroyed. Magnus is having none of it. And they're also sending, what are they, axes? The axe freemen out, just to really piss me off. But you know, I'll take the sacrifice. I think they're axe freemen, I'm 100% sure. Sometimes I play too quick for my own sight, it's terrible. Right, so yeah, we just finally our archers have arrived. They apparently walked the whole way, which is a bad idea for me since they're not actually going to be doing any fighting. But still, they're still going to use their pathfinding, their glorious Total War pathfinding they completely forgot. Apparently my general Nats heard them, they're also going to do that and they're going to run away from the battle. Must be weird being someone in their home just staring over the little wooden wall, seeing all these men in clumps running around in circles. It's terrible. Total War pathfinding right there. But as you can see, my my archers and my skirms are just taking chunks, absolute chunks out of these levy freemen. Look at that. Just mopping up now. So we're going to capture that gate to get these two annoying towers out of the way. I think we might do that a bit later actually. I can't remember fully. I do apologise for not turning my mic on, but as far as Gump says, shit happens. Here we go. So, we're facing, what are we, just hammering those freemen out again. Probably should have turned my archers off at this point. Oh my god, I can do! I move them! Ah, I'm like a freaking psychic to my past self. That'd be my really lame superpower. I had one. Alright, let's see. So, we actually completely dismay the fact that those axe freemen are still there, and we just rush our men. Oh, so considering we're doing pretty terribly on the main walls, we're just going to rush our men into the front gate where we kind of want to be. Considering those levy freemen, they fell like absolute troops. They did not last very long, I have to admit. It's terrible. Don't know why I'm even praising them. I'm not calling. I shouldn't be calling them troops. They did F all, to be honest. Pardon my French. I never get that. Pardon my French. Terrible saying. But of course I still use it.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle.
Alright, what are we doing here? So yep, we're just gonna keep. It's a long old grind. We're just gonna keep pushing and wearing down the enemy. They're doing some pretty stupid guerrilla movements here, like rushing in their archers to just keep me at bay. I mean, of course, if they were stronger units, they'd probably have managed to break my levy freemen. But you know, I've got so many units in reserve. It'd just be. It's not even like they can't be destroyed by the levy freemen. It's just they had no way. Once we got rid of their sort of their melee units, they were just broken. If I was the AI, which I seriously hope I never get that low of an IQ to be, I'd have just kept in the second fortress, which is a lot higher, and let the enemy just get absolutely pummeled out by these towers. Maybe put a few of my ranged units on the sides and just absolutely take my time, make it a long old grog. That's what you want to do when you're outnumbered. Just focus on your range superiority. Even if you don't have one, just range is your saving grace, I
The
have to
enemy is
admit.
upon us. They're at
Don't
the
want to be in
walls.
here, we're just breaking these units. I think these archers later rally and become a pain in the ass. Yep, of course they do. Sorry for my dry throat. Not even a pint glass is good enough. Damn.
The enemy's tower has
So yeah,
been
we're just
destroyed.
mopping up now. It's just absolute terror. Nothing happened. Yeah, those archers though, the rallying in this game is they come back so fast, and that is actually caused me quite a few casualties since the archers I couldn't be asked. So I have to admit I'm pretty lazy, so I couldn't be asked wiping them out. So they're just doing pot shots right in my face. Terrible. Look at these other archers are still alive, of course. So I have to admit my micromanaging is not the best, but you know I eventually get there, and we managed to converge on these archers. I believe I actually surround them with both my units. Yeah, of course. So I think at this point we still have quite a bit in the way of mercenaries. So I think what we're gonna do, well, the simplest option is to actually send our, well, as you guys have probably already seen, the general is on that second tier, and he's got quite a nice terrain advantage. So we're gonna send our sort of lower units, our Levy Freeman and our mercs up to deal with the general. He seems to, you know, that's what they're there for. You always need cannon fodder, and they're getting paid for it. Although it's a really such a weird profession, getting paid to practically die. I mean, I guess later people wouldn't have, well, anyone not playing Total War, they wouldn't be so heartless
Unit is running from the
in using their
enemy.
mercs, but still, that's basically what they are, paid cannon fodder. So yeah, I should have probably, as you can see, I think it's just covered by my hotbar here, but oh, there we go. If you look to the top right, you can see that they've actually used their the towers that you get, you know, the pre-defense towers, and they've used them to sort of split the map in half. It's terrible because I can't reach those archers with my axe herdmen. They end up having to run all the way around. I'm gonna lose so many men to that. It's just the small things they do. It really screws me over. I should really assess like what I do wrong in these games and probably do a little better. I have to admit, if that's possible. But yeah, of course, these mercenary cavalry are great for running down your old pesky archers. I mean, I didn't even actually. Now I think of it, I didn't know they had 2 units of archers. I thought they had 1, like and a skirmisher unit, of course. But I didn't realise they had 2, which I think, in hindsight, I should have probably seen. But oh well. Here we go. Yeah. So we're mainly focusing on mopping up here. It's not the most, I have to admit, the most interesting shit in the world, but you know. So we're gonna send our Saxon spear band up and try and take out these. You know, take a little chunk out of these Slav Royal Cavalry. Hopefully manage to poke the general in with the pointy end. Something my men always forget. Here we go. Look at them jumping over. What is that, a tiny rock? Yeah, they jump over a tiny rock. Beautiful. Yeah, you've got to be very careful. If you trip over in war, I imagine you just get absolutely crushed by those Slav Royal Cavalry. Ah, there we go. The archers have finally broke. And that tree's on fire. Holy crap. Suicidal tree. Considering I didn't use fire or any form of fire arrow, it's pretty weird. Oh, I see what happened. He must have been set on fire by one of the tower guard. One of the tower archers must have had a grudge against that tree. Damn tree banged my wife. Damn it. So yeah, here we go. We're sending our big axes in to deal with the Royal Cavalry. And on the bright side, I find something that if you look to the right, you'll see that there's actually another tower that's firing down on the general unit, and I find that actually takes out most of the men. I don't know if he's firing now. I think just a little bit later when my men get sent across. As you can see from the main gate, they're actually firing at him as well, taking a few pot shots. But I find at this point when you're versus horse cavalry, it's not too good. Like, it's not really helpful. But if you're facing cavalry, you find that the towers accidentally fire on their own men more, which I find is pretty helpful. But yeah, like, that was a really crappy point. Now I said it. Why did I even say that? So yeah, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna send our big axes back because I realise it's really not worth getting my men hacked to pieces over a few axes. So we're gonna try and lure the general out. I mean, we've taken quite a few. You can see quite a few horses down there laying dead. Those peasants are going to be eating well tonight. I don't see why they resist me when they're going to be eating so well off oberite carcasses and horse. Horse is not cannibalism. That's pretty good for a peasant. I mean, if I was a peasant, I'd totally cash in on all the horses about. Although I'm pretty sure that's horse theft if you go and eat someone's horse. But still, if it's dead, it's free range. Free game even, not free range. Although, probably free range as well. But yeah, all my cover talk aside, we're going to use our skirms and since that guy won't come down from the hill, we're just going to try and take some pot shots at him, you know. That's what, as I said, that's what mercs are for, you know. Use them up, use them right. There we go. Treat them nicely. Always remember to take your mercenaries out for a dinner. Yeah, we're just going to take a few pot shots here. I doubt they're going to take too much damage considering their high armor, but what the hell are these guys doing? How close do they want to get? Bloody hell. Are they going into melee mode? I don't remember doing this. Was I drunk? Oh, I think what I'm trying to do is try some weird method. Oh, look at that. Point blank. Yeah, I think I was still at this point trying to lure them off that hill, because I really did not want that terrain advantage to them. I think nonetheless they were always going to have the terrain advantage. And there we go, they break. This one band of 90 skirmishers just completely destroys the general. Must have been a pretty weak guy, but nonetheless, we're going to take advantage of this and just charge our big axes in. I believe at one point we actually charge everyone in. And if you look to the left, the tower's actually firing now. It's doing a pretty good job of setting horses on fire. Beautiful, I always like seeing horses on fire. And up like a Roman candle. Alright, there we go. So we're going to try and take out the general here, because at the time I didn't realise that the general was actually part of a garrison, so it didn't make any difference whether I killed him or not. But I just really wanted his head, to be honest. I have something really wrong with me. I like the heads. You know, have them mounted outside my capital on a huge fireplace. Beautiful, beautiful. It's my dream. There we go. Yep. So we've completely taken the garrison now. They were no match for our Danish might. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Is that? Oh, so I've sent my skirms in there. I thought the general just called upon some weird reinforcements there. Yeah, that's not me. That's me. Pretty sure. Yeah, I've sent off my skirm cav. I don't know why that confused me so much. I'm just going insane. Here we go. So eventually, I think I actually end this battle. I really want that general's head. I think when you fight the garrison general, it doesn't show that you've actually killed him. So there we go. Finally, a Rerik victory, which resulted in 773 losses on my side, which is terrible. I got a bit cocky here, I have to admit. But nonetheless, we've taken Rerik. Our goal's finally been achieved. 2.5 hours of gameplay in. Managed it. Nice. There we go. We stab him right in the stomach, kick him down, and we loot and occupy. Why did I not just occupy? God, I'm crazy. What was I doing? Holy crap.
Ready for orders.
So yeah, we're going to take the food disadvantage from that, and we're going to have to... Although, we'd make quite a nice pot. I mean, look at that. 4.5 grand there. That is going to go well. So we're going to just repair all of the... all of the garrison buildings in here. Hopefully tackle that minus 37 food we have, which is going to be a real ball ache. I can't believe. Damn, holy crap. That was a bad idea. So yeah, we're going to check our Njorda's Fury once again, as Njorda's Fury is always close to our hearts. See that they still do not love us, although they're getting +1 integrity per turn now, so I think it's safe to start actually recruiting some Viking raiders. And of course we spent all of our money on repairing the damage we did. I wish there was some sort of option to lower integrity, but tell the men not to loot, well, not to destroy the village. That'd be really nice. And then you get some sort of public order bonus. You know, that's just my idea. So there we go. The king's going to retreat. He's going to bugger off back to wherever he came. Faction destroyed. Oh, that reminds me. He actually becomes the king after the we kill him off, the king in the garrison. So yep, we're going to have to end it there. Thanks for watching, guys. I got 6 seconds left. Remember, like, rate, subscribe, do all that shit if you want to see more, and goodbye.